we'll be talking about how to think of the questions, okay? This is not the last time we're going to do this. And I'll just share with you the insights I have about the Danish value questions as we go through them. All right, please join in quickly. We start in like 1 minute so we can get this done and dusted so you guys can get back to your Wednesday evening. Okay, so please join in if you haven't joined already. Let me know if you need any help. Okay, I'm going to do a countdown and we will start. I can see there's 34 people in the Zoom meeting, but there's only 30 people in the Kahoot. That's all right. I'm going to do a countdown now. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Okay, I can see 2 people got this wrong. Even if everybody got it right, I'd still talk about it. So the question is, according to Danish law, or does Danish law say that at swimming pools there should be different opening times for men and for women? The obvious answer is no. Now the question is why? Okay, now this is where the Danish values come into play. Okay, so on nearlydanish.com, if you go to under INDFØDSRETSPRØVEN and click on the Danish values link, you will see all these Danish values. Okay, now the Danish value in question here is gender equality. So one of the most important Danish values in Denmark is gender equality. You're going to see this pop up in several other questions. So actually they ask about this gender equality, but in different ways. These questions actually put these values in context. Okay, so this is gender equality in the context of swimming pools. Okay, so that's it basically. We'll move on so you can see more of those types of examples. Okay, so we've got CJ, SA, Brenda, and Deepantha and Nemo top 5. Next one. Okay, so according to Danish law, people don't have to, go through any kind of ritual in order to serve food. In this context, they were talking about meat, and the context here, the value here is freedom. Okay, so you're free to do, basically, eat whatever you want without having to go through any specific ritual or whatever, right? Especially with the context of this is food in daily institutions. Okay, and this actually is kind of like in direct opposition to like things like kosher in the Jewish tradition and halal in the Muslim tradition. So moving on to the next one. We've got Brenda at number 1, CJ at number 2, MBA at number 3, Nemo at number 4, and RF at number 5. And if you guys have any questions or comments about what I'm saying, please feel free to write them in the chat so we can discuss. All right, so move on to the next one. There's only 10 questions on this. Oh, sorry, there's going to be a picture popping up. Yes. So the full question is in the picture. Okay, so basically the question was saying, can you be sent to jail if you send your child to a foreign land to a relationship that they might not want to be in? And the value here is freedom as well, and also equality under the law. So people are, first of all, you can't force a child. Children have rights in Denmark. You can't force a child to get into a relationship that the child doesn't want to be in. And you can't force even your own child to be in a relationship that they don't want to be in, and even send them to another country. So that's against Danish values. That's what this question is about. So in this case, so far you've seen that there's been three: gender equality, freedom, and equality under the law. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so it's a complete reshuffle. I'm not going to go down the list. Tarzan has the highest answer streak of 3, and he's on fire.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Next one. All right. I guess this needs no explanation. The context of this is also freedom and freedom to express yourself, right? So this one and this one. Okay. Next one. Arif just hit an answer streak of 4.
Oh my! He's on fire!
We're halfway through now. Hopefully you guys will all get this right. Let's see. Okay, so in the Volker school, right, which is a public school, you have an obligation to teach about gender equality, but the same obligation applies to private schools and high school. So in each of these schools, basically in all kinds of schools in Denmark, right, there is an obligation to teach gender equality. And as you can see, it's clearly stated here, actually. This question is about gender equality. And this is the Danish value that's being discussed here. So as you can see, right, it's only a handful of values that are being asked about. But anyways, if you come here, you see all of them, right? And by going through the questions, you're seeing how we're connecting the questions to each of these values. And like I said before, each question kind of takes a value and puts it within a specific context. So the context here is what's being taught in schools. Okay, if that doesn't make sense, please let me know. If you have any comments or questions, please also let me know. All right. 3 players lost their answer streak of 4. Sorry, guys. Next one. Okay, so a lot of people actually failed this one in when this came out in the exam. And this is basically talking about child marriage, right? So in Denmark, it's against the law for children, basically people under the age of 18. So according to Danish law, you cannot be married unless you're 18 years and above. And anybody getting married below the below the age of 18 is getting married illegally. Okay, so moving on to this, and oh, sorry, I forgot to mention the value. The value is this, the law, equality under the law. So there are no exceptions in this. So on to the next one. 4 players have reached an answer streak of 4. Got 3 questions to go. Let me see if you guys get this right. So these are questions from the latest exam in June this year. Okay, so just actually to give a bit of a background, when I first saw this this question, I didn't know the answer to this question, but when I thought about it, right, in Denmark, there is basically one of the values in Denmark is gender equality, and that value applies even in Dansk Folkekirke. So in Dansk Folkekirke, you still have women are able to become bishops in Dansk Folkekirke, and that's because of the Danish value of gender equality. Okay, so on to the next one. And I think, I'm not sure, but in the Catholic Church, women are not allowed to become bishops. But anyways, moving on. Okay, so the question is, can someone go to jail for life if they join some kind of force that fights against the Danish state? And of course, the answer is yes. Why is that though, right? You're fighting against the state. That's against the law, right? And if you join any kind of group that does that, you can get thrown in jail for life. And the value there is the law. There are no exceptions. Okay? All right, moving on. Okay, so Mudassir has the highest answer streak of 8. He's number 1. We're past the halfway mark. He's on fire, so he gets an explosion. All right, we're moving on. Okay, so yeah, so the question is, according to Danish law, can you be married to more than one person? Of course not, right? So, polygamy is not allowed. And according to Danish law, polygamy is not allowed. So you're only allowed to be married to one person at a time. Of course, you can marry someone, get a divorce, and get married again, but you can't be married to more than one person at a time. So polygamy is not part of Danish values, and it's against the law. And the value here is the law. Okay, equality under the law. There's no exceptions for that. Okay, so last one. We've got Mudassir, we've got Brenda at number 2, Zohal at number 3, Hello 38 at number 4, and Kehos at number 5. All right, 3 players have reached an answer streak of 7. So we're going to the last question. Oh man, okay, this is good that this is the last one. So yes, Denmark is amongst the three lands where there's the lowest corruption in the public sector. I was thinking about this. What is the value here? Okay, people keep the law. There's a lot of trust in Denmark, and yeah, I think. By the way, each of these things are videos. Okay, so when you click on the video, it takes you to the page where you actually, it tells you about it.
Danmark ligger ofte i toppen af internationale målinger af tillid, lav korruption, tryghed og lykke.
Exactly. So you just heard it, right? So the value is, I just clicked on the law. Okay. And also she mentioned this as well. So you can see the value is the law and trust as well. Are there any quizzes for Danish values? Yes, there are quizzes for Danish values. They are here. I'll just show you. The quizzes that we're doing right now can be found under the previous exams, and they're here. So you can find the frequently asked questions here, and you find the Danish values quizzes here. So how can I get those videos to watch, please? They are on the website, okay? So the website is nearlydanish.com. And when you get in there, so we'll just go through the whole process again. Nearlydanish.com, you see a section for Melbourne Escapes Porn. You see a section for INDFØDSRETSPRØVEN. You click on the quizzes, okay? And you'll see everything here, right? So you see the previous exams and the videos. These are the videos. If you're looking for the videos, these are the videos. But if you want the quizzes can be found on the previous exams all the way at the bottom. But I think I'm going to move that. I think I'm going to move it so it's easier to find. I've been meaning to do that, but I just haven't gotten around to do it. I'll do it, hopefully within the next week. But that's the last question. I hope that made some kind of sense. Let's have a look at the podium. Okay, so Zohal, number 3, 10 out of 10. Brenda, number 2, 10 out of 10. And who was number 1? Mudassir, yes. At number 1, Hello 38 and Khus. Okay.